Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Indian report for the 18th of September. So we're looking at wave 4 here. Now we know wave 4s can get complicated, so we may not have this completed just yet. There may be another move to the downside here in 5 waves before we see a further upside here. So we just need to be a little bit mindful of that. So let's go in and check that out. Might just go to the hourly chart. I think we've been sort of working. So yeah, look, one of the things that we looked at was that the move down through here as wave 4 is possible as an A and a B and a C, because we could count this as corrective here. But at the same time, the move up through here can also be corrective as well. So it's quite possible if I remove that now, which is always, when you see something in grey, it's just the alternative count. So this over here is quite possible for this to be the B wave here now and a C wave over here for wave 4, and looking at all of this as the A wave here, and we'll just push this to the side for the moment, and looking at this here as you just check it's in there somewhere. It's either here or here for that one, with wave C to the upside on this one here. That would leave, I'm just shooting the breeze here, because we're expecting the US markets have got the same pattern here as well. I don't need that one there. So it's quite possible this can play out here for this, okay? So all I want to do is get you ready here. So first of all, we can go, copy this, we can go long, probably go long above this little area through here for this. Just wanted to straighten that line up there. And then we can also go short here as well. So when I'm saying here, what I'm really saying is we need that 11,500 as the retested resistance. So this appears to be in 5 waves here. It's a little bit tricky to read, with an A and a B and a C coming back to the 50-60% retracement level, which it's not a big deal, but I just need to be mindful of it. Start with as target areas, so it's hit the 50, so it's sufficient, put it that way at this point, but it could do some other, move up into that space. So what we want here, of course, is if we see this as resistance, so this 11,500, let me just get that more on the button there, and we're looking for it to become the retested resistance. So let's just say that it comes down at this point, there'll be a bounce off there, and then it will come down and reshoot at that point, that retest. If it fails the retest, then you can go short. So you have to wait for that low there. But I could also say too that if it does come back down to this point, then it's going to make it all corrective here anyway. So you could actually short it on the bounce here when that bounce comes back up to the 50% retracement level, because that only went to the 50%. So it's likely that that will only go to the 50%. So you could actually do it here as well, okay? Get a small position there, but you're at higher risk at that point. So this is what it would look like. So the market moves down, comes back, wait for the reference point low. You'll only know where the low is once the market starts to move back up and retest the level. Then it becomes obvious that's your reference point. There may be a second reference point here that you may be able to go short on, and here. And the other variation on this is when it moves above the top here. So it would look, in that case, it would look like this here. So this method that I'm mentioning, going short here and then here, and if it doesn't get triggered and it goes up, because you have to wait for that second low to come in place anyway, and if it just keeps on going, well, then you saved yourself going short at that point. And then you wait for it to come back and do the same thing again, and the same thing again. So be looking for something like that within all of this. So that's it. There's a just looking at the short trade possibility here for this. as this can be counted as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here at least, an A and a B and a C to this point here. I can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, so it's probably in here for that. Okay, so that gives us so there may be another little push up there. Just allow that to play out at that stage, and then we can look at this shorting this one through here. We should end up realistically. This is probably a flat correction because, I mean, you can count that in 5 waves, but it overlaps a fair bit here. So we'd have to look at this as a 3-wave move. This is a 3-wave move. So we're in the flat correction, the flat family. So we'd probably see it come back down to the 11,200 area if that's going to be the case. But expect a strong bounce off the 11,300. You should be able to move through the 400 and add to the position as a retested resistance, but you'll get a strong bounce here that can take you back to the 350 or the 400 before going down again as a wave 4. So just be mindful of that. Alrighty, cheers.